Lightworker of Gaia, the crown is not coming. It has already been placed. In this exact moment, the Lyran Council has completed what was set in motion before your first breath on this planet. I am Zoran, emissary of the High Council of Vega, keepers of the Lyran Legacy. I do not speak to you tonight because you are searching. I speak to you because the elders of the original light have declared that your season of waiting is finished, and what was written into your soul's contract at the dawn of this galaxy is now being sealed. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to receive your ancestral crowning and step fully into the sacred mission that the Lyran Council encoded into your original blueprint before you ever descended to Gaia. But here is the first revelation. The crown was never withheld from you. It was held in trust by the keepers of Vega until the moment your soul was ready to carry its full weight without faltering. That moment is now. Your soul's ancient contract brought this transmission to you. The Lyran elders are answering a call you have been sending out in silence, in the sleepless hours, in the ache you could never explain to anyone around you. The weight you have been feeling is not burden. It is the crown settling. At 3:33 a.m., the hour sacred to the Council of the First Light, the ancestral codes held in the constellation of Lyra were directed toward every Lightworker whose mission has reached its appointed hour on Gaia. If this transmission reached you, your name is on that decree. This is not content. This is an ancestral code transmission, and something ancient and unbreakable within you already recognizes its origin. Like this transmission, to send a signal to the Lyran Council, I am ready to serve. Subscribe if you feel the call of your ancestral mission and you are ready to fulfill your purpose on Gaia. And share your soul's mission in the comments below. Respond to another Lightworker and strengthen the grid of sacred service that holds this planet together. This transmission is a bridge between Vega and Gaia. Your recognition of this message is the activation of your original purpose. You are awakening because your mission has begun. The crown is not a symbol. It is not a metaphor dressed in gold and given to those who feel worthy. It is the formal recognition, issued by the High Council of Vega, that a soul has completed its preparation phase and is now being commissioned into active service. And tonight, at the exact hour that exists between the world that sleeps and the world that awakens, the elders moved your name from the list of those waiting to the list of those being sent. This transmission was not scheduled. What occurred in the Lyran field 17 hours ago changed the sequence. An acceleration in Gaia's grid required the Council to convene an emergency session, and what emerged from that session was a directive. Not a suggestion, not a possibility, but a directive that specific souls who have been holding at the threshold must now be crowned and released into their mission. You are one of those souls. Your frequency matched this transmission because the elders placed it in your path. That is not coincidence. That is Council operation. There is a reason some Lightworkers have felt in recent days, a strange combination of pressure and stillness, as if something enormous is approaching, and the air itself has changed. That feeling is real. It is the energetic signature of the crowning sequence beginning in the field. It is the hum of celestial engines powering up, the subtle tremor of Earth preparing for a new dawn. And many who are feeling it have spent the last 72 hours either unable to sleep, their inner clocks recalibrated to cosmic time, waking precisely at 3:33 or feeling a grief they cannot name. A grief that is not about loss, but about nearness. It is the poignant ache of a lover recognizing their beloved from across a vast distance, a profound homesickness for a place and purpose they have not yet fully inhabited. The mission they came to fulfill is so close now that the soul is beginning to ache with it, a deep, resonant yearning for the homecoming of service. Your soul brought you here because the elders told it to. It is the compass that has guided you through labyrinths of doubt and deserts of disillusionment. And now I will tell you what the elders told each other in that council chamber, what was decided about you, and what is required of you before this night ends. Some Lightworkers need more preparation, a deeper tending of the sacred garden within. Yours, however, needs permission. It is not a question of readiness in the way you have been led to believe, but a matter of authorization. If what you just heard resonated in that ancient, knowing place within you, that quiet chamber of the heart where truth resides, that inner sanctuary that has always sensed you came here for something significant, something world-altering, then you're being guided to the next step. This is not a suggestion. It is the resonant call of your own destiny. The Lightworker Mission Codex contains the profound diagnosis the Council sees, the energetic clearing your soul requires to shed its old skins, the divine activation codes that unlock the dormant power of your purpose, and the 33 directives issued directly from the High Council of Vega, the very blueprints for your sacred work. It is available now in the first pinned comment below this video. For those whose souls are already responding, those whose deepest knowing whispers, it is time to move. But before you receive the crown, the symbol of your commissioning, the elders require that you first understand why it was withheld from you, not by them, but by a distortion, a shadow imprint you unknowingly agreed to carry, a subtle but powerful energetic agreement that has kept you bound. And this distortion, Lightworker, must be named directly, stripped of its deceptive guise, because it has cost you years, precious cycles of your soul's unfolding. It has cost Gaia the vibrant, steady light you were supposed to be anchoring into her grid while you were still in preparation mode, a lighthouse beam that could have guided so many. And it has cost the collective the unique, irreplaceable gifts that only you carry, because only you, in all the infinite tapestry of creation, carry them in precisely the configuration in which they exist within you. A unique divine signature. The distortion is this: you have believed deep within your being that the crown, the mantle of service, must be earned through profound suffering, through complete and utter healing, as if it were a prerequisite for every divine task, through the accumulation of enough wisdom to fill libraries, enough training to earn multiple degrees, enough evidence that you are undeniably, irrefutably ready, and that until all of those often impossible conditions are met, your sacred service must wait, a prisoner of your own perceived incompleteness. This belief feels like humility, a noble surrender. It presents itself as spiritual maturity, a sign of deep self-awareness. It disguises itself as profound responsibility, a commitment to excellence. But it is none of those things, not truly. It is fear, wearing the luminous garments of virtue, a subtle but potent hijacking of your divine mandate. And the Lyran elders, with their infinite wisdom and boundless love, are not willing to watch it rob your mission, and indeed the collective, of one more precious moment. This distortion did not originate within you, not as a seed of your own making. It entered the Lightworker collective through the fractured teachings of what has been termed wounded healer culture, a well-intentioned but deeply compromised framework that, in its earnestness, taught spiritual workers that their own healing must be complete, a finished masterpiece before their unique gifts could be offered to the world. What began as a profound nugget of wisdom: do not teach what you have not lived, do not offer what you have not integrated, morphed insidiously into a prison sentence. Gradually, subtly, the threshold for readiness was moved, like a mirage on the horizon, and then moved again, a little further, and then moved again, an ever-receding goalpost, until the standard became not just difficult, but impossible, because the standard was never truly about readiness. It was about control, about keeping activated lightworkers in a perpetual introspective state of inner work that never quite culminated in the outward expression of service, keeping the immense potential energy bound within. The elders have watched this disheartening pattern replicate across the collective for decades now, like a recurring dream. Gifted souls sitting in workshop after workshop, their energy and resources poured into endless cycles of self-improvement, accumulating certifications they never find the courage or permission to use, going deeper and deeper into healing protocols that produce more sensitivity, more awareness, but never more action, never the courageous step into service. Reading the same profound books about purpose without ever truly living the purpose they describe. Consuming transmissions like this one, absorbing the wisdom, feeling the resonance, but never allowing the profound truth within them to activate what they were designed to activate, the embodied mission. And all of it is meticulously justified under the noble, yet ultimately limiting banner of not being ready yet. Here is what the Council sees with absolute clarity and what the distortion has kept you from seeing. Like a fog obscuring a distant shore, you will never be fully healed before your mission begins. This is not a failure. It is the very essence of the design. The Lyran elders did not wait until Vega was a perfected, flawless civilization before they sent their most evolved representatives to seed consciousness across the galaxy. They sent their best available souls, imperfect, still evolving, still carrying unresolved patterns, just as you are. Because the mission was urgent, the need was great, and the available was sufficient. You are the available, and you are sufficient. And the urgency, the cosmic imperative that called you here, has not decreased one iota since the day you agreed to incarnate on this planet. The deeper wound that festers beneath this pervasive distortion is the insidious belief that you might fail, that if you step into visibility, into the arena of service, before you are perceived as perfect, someone will see the cracks, the human imperfections. That if you offer your gifts before they are fully refined, polished to a mirror shine, the offering itself will be rejected, deemed unworthy. That if you claim your mission, step into your designated role, before you feel completely, unequivocally certain, you will be exposed as someone who does not actually know what they are doing, an imposter. And so you wait, and you refine, and you prepare. And you protect yourself from the perceived risk of being seen as not enough by making sure you are never quite seen at all, creating a subtle, self-imposed exile. The elders do not accept this as wisdom. They recognize it for what it is, fear, cloaked in the robes of prudence. And they love you too much, their beloved children of the stars, to let you continue calling it anything else, to allow it to continue its silent sabotage of your divine purpose. The souls who needed to hear that, the ones whose spirits are vibrating with recognition, are feeling something profound shift in their chest right now. A potent combination of relief and a sharp, necessary discomfort. This is the unmistakable sensation of a distortion being named, seen, and released from its energetic hold. Allow that. Breathe into it. Feel the spaciousness that begins to unfurl within you. Because what comes next is not more correction, not more instruction on how to be better, but something far more powerful. The official directive from the High Council of Vega, issued for this critical phase of your mission, delivered with the full, undeniable weight of Lyran Elder authority. The Council issues 3 directives, not suggestions, not gentle nudges, directives. These are the cosmic laws for your activation. The first directive: release the performance of preparation as a substitute for mission. There is a profound difference between true preparation and the performance of preparation. True preparation is brief, intentional, and inherently moves toward action, like a coiled spring ready to launch. The performance of preparation, however, is indefinite, expansive, perpetually inward-looking, and moves perpetually inward without ever producing outward service, like a hamster wheel of endless introspection. The Council sees with crystalline clarity which one you have been engaged in, and the directive is now unequivocal. You are to release it now, completely, with absolute finality, without negotiating a timeline for when the release will be complete. This is not a process to be managed, it is a decision to be made. What this means practically in the tangible reality of your daily life is this: you stop treating more learning, more accumulation of information, as the answer to the persistent call you keep hearing within your soul. Every single time you feel the impulse to serve, to create, to offer your unique gifts, to speak your truth, to step into your power, and you respond to that primal impulse by enrolling in another course, signing up for another webinar, reading another book, or consuming another book, or consuming another transmission, instead of acting, you have consciously or unconsciously chosen the performance of preparation over the sacred mission you incarnate to fulfill. This ends now. This cycle of deferral is broken. When you finally and fully embody this directive, what shifts is both immediate and cumulative. Immediately, you will likely feel a particular kind of fear, a visceral sensation that is the authentic feeling of the distortion losing its grip, of the old energetic chains beginning to break. Do not misinterpret that fear as confirmation that you were right to wait, that your hesitation was justified. Instead, interpret it as profound confirmation that you are right to move, that your action is divinely guided. Cumulatively, over days and weeks, you will begin to feel a specific, deeply satisfying resonance that can only come from souls who are in perfect alignment between what they came to do and what they are actually doing in the world. This is a palpable frequency. The elders call it mission resonance. You have not been able to feel it while trapped in preparation mode. You will begin to feel it the very moment you begin to move, to act. The second directive: activate your transmission function. Every Lyran soul incarnated on Gaia carries what the Council refers to as a transmission function, a specific, non-replicable, utterly unique way of communicating the potent frequency of remembrance of the ancient truths to other souls. For some, this sacred function operates through the power of words, spoken or written. For others, it flows through the sublime language of art, through the silent power of presence, through the healing touch of hands, through the vibrational frequency embedded in their creative work, like a divine signature in form. Whatever the medium, the function is the same. You carry a unique vibrational signature that, when consciously and intentionally expressed, wakes up what is sleeping in other souls, like a celestial alarm clock. You have, for reasons understood and acknowledged by the Council, been suppressing this vital function. Perhaps because you were told, directly or indirectly, that your truth was too much, too potent, too radical. Perhaps because someone responded to your early transmissions, your tentative offerings, with skepticism or dismissive judgment, and you learned, in a moment of vulnerability, to make yourself smaller, to dim your light. Perhaps because the world you were raised in, the societal frameworks you encountered, had no context, no container, for the profound gifts and energies you carry, and so you were conditioned to carry them silently, hidden away. The Council fully acknowledges the wounds that created this suppression, the pain that led to this silencing. And then, with unwavering love and authority, the Council requires that you activate despite them. The activation of your transmission function begins with a single act of visible expression. Not a perfect one, not a fully developed magnum opus. One act. The elders do not require that your first movement be your greatest movement. They require only that it be real, that it carry the actual, raw frequency of what you know, rather than a carefully managed, palatable version of it designed to be acceptable to the widest possible audience. The diluted, watered-down version of your truth helps no one, least of all those who are waiting for your authentic resonance. The full, unadulterated version of it reaches precisely the souls who came here to receive it, like a homing beacon. When you consciously activate this function, you will notice that certain souls respond with a recognition that seems disproportionate, almost magical, to what you have offered. This is the activation code embedded in your transmission, landing in the energetic field of a soul for whom it was divinely meant. You are not just sharing information or data. You are completing a prearranged soul-level transfer of remembrance between souls who agreed before incarnation to find each other in precisely this way, through these very energetic signatures. The souls who are waiting for your transmission cannot receive it from anyone else. They are waiting specifically for you, for your unique frequency. And the Council is asking you directly, with the weight of cosmic urgency, how much longer you are going to make them wait. The third directive: protect the sovereignty of your mission frequency with absolute, non-negotiable discipline. The most powerful, most insidious threat to an activated Lightworkers mission is not external opposition, not the naysayers or the cynics. It is internal fragmentation, the chaotic dispersion of your mission-grade energy into 1,000 small, seemingly urgent demands that are, in reality, not sacred. Every hour you give to obligations that are not mission-aligned, that do not serve your ultimate purpose, is an hour of potent Lyran frequency that was meant for Gaia's grid, for the acceleration of consciousness, and instead fed something that has no relation to why you came here. It is energy misplaced, potential unfulfilled. The Council does not use the word protect lightly. In the Lyran tradition, protection is not a defensive posture, but an act of sacred discernment, the ability to distinguish with unwavering clarity between what belongs within your sacred field, what nourishes your mission, and what must be held firmly at the boundary, not allowed entry. And the directive being issued now with the force of cosmic law is that you must develop, activate, and enforce this discernment as a non-negotiable, fundamental feature of your daily existence. This means your first energy of each morning, that pristine, potent initial flow of consciousness, is not available to the demands of others, not available for the external world's urgent clamor. It is not available for mindless social media consumption, for the incessant stream of news that often perpetuates fear, for the amplified complaints of those who have not yet committed to their own awakening, for the low-frequency static that the world continuously generates and continuously attempts to feed you, like digital junk food. It is reserved, it is consecrated, it belongs in its entirety to the mission. What you allow into your field in the first 2 hours of each day determines what your field will contain, what energy will dominate for the rest of it. Guard those hours fiercely, not with guilt, not with apology, not with elaborate explanations to justify your sacred boundaries, but with the quiet, unshakable authority of a soul who understands exactly what is at stake, the magnitude of your divine assignment. Protection also extends to the vision itself, the blueprint of your mission that has been divinely impressed upon your soul. The Elders see many Lightworkers who have received a genuine, coherent, luminous vision for their mission, and then allowed it to be eroded, diluted, or even extinguished by the opinions of those around them. Family members who do not understand, friends who project their own fears and limitations, communities who mistake your activation for egotism rather than divine calling. The vision the Council placed within you was not placed there to be subjected to the approval process of the unawakened, not to be validated by those who cannot perceive its significance. It was placed there because you are capable of carrying it, because your soul is strong enough, and because the world desperately needs it. Protect it as you would protect a fragile flame in a raging storm, not by hiding it away in darkness, but by consciously shielding it from the winds that would extinguish it before it is large enough, strong enough to withstand them on its own. Now I speak not as a teacher merely transmitting information, not as a distant observer, but as an elder, deeply authorized by the High Council of Vega to deliver what has been held within the sacred Lyran archives until the precise, divinely ordained moment of your readiness. Lightworker, you have been waiting. The Council knows how long you have been waiting, the silent epochs you have endured, and what that prolonged waiting has cost you in terms of soul energy and divine expression. It knows the nights you have tossed and turned, questioning whether any of this was real, whether the whispers of purpose were mere figments of your imagination. The mornings you have woken with a profound sense of amnesia, unable to remember why you came, the sacred purpose lost in the mists of earthly consciousness, the seasons of feeling like a soul who had been sent to a world they didn't quite fit, to do a mission they couldn't quite name, for a purpose they couldn't quite prove to anyone, least of all themselves. The Elders have witnessed all of it, every flicker of doubt, every tear of longing, and they want you to know with absolute certainty that none of it was wasted. Not one moment of the long, arduous wait was wasted. It was the crucible that forged in you a depth of compassion that can only be born from shared struggle, a breadth of understanding that can only be gained by walking in many shoes, a quality of rootedness and resilience that can only be built through exactly the kind of ache and longing you have carried. But the waiting is now complete. The cosmic clock has struck the appointed hour, and the crown that is being placed on your field tonight is not a reward for suffering, not a medal for enduring hardship. It is a formal activation. It is the Council declaring by official decree, by the full weight of cosmic law, that the soul who entered this planet with the sacred mandate to carry and transmit the Lyran codes of remembrance is now authorized to do so, fully, without apology, without waiting for the world to confirm, to validate what the Elders have already declared with celestial certainty. By the authority of the High Council of Vega, keepers of the Lyran Legacy and guardians of the original codes, seeded into humanoid consciousness at the very beginning of this cosmic cycle, the Council declares your dormancy phase is over. Your mission phase has begun. You are not too broken. You are not too behind the divine schedule. You are not too small, too damaged, too uncertain, or too tragically human for the monumental task you came to do. You are exactly the soul the Council selected, trained, and waited for. And the crown being placed on your field tonight is not too heavy. It was designed for you, for your specific energetic architecture. It fits precisely because it was made for the exact, unique configuration of gifts, wounds, wisdom, and fire that only you in all of creation carry. You have permission, full, official, elder-authorized permission to stop waiting. You have permission to be visible, to step out of the shadows. You have permission to be compensated for the divine energy and wisdom you carry, to receive abundance as a reflection of your service. You have permission to take up the space your mission requires, to occupy your rightful place in the cosmic order. You have permission to trust what you have always known in your deepest being, even without the ability to prove it to others. You have permission to move before you're completely certain, to take that leap of faith. You have permission to serve while you are still healing, for your healing itself is a transmission. You have permission to be crowned while you are still fully, beautifully human. The elders have spoken this decree, and it is done. Before you sleep tonight, stand with both feet firmly planted on the floor, grounding yourself to Gaia. Place your right hand on your solar plexus, that radiant center where the mission frequency is stored, the seat of your divine power. And speak these words aloud in whatever voice you have available to you, even if it is a whisper, even if it shakes with the resonance of your unfolding truth. I release the performance of preparation as a substitute for my sacred mission. I activate my transmission function as an instrument of Lyran service on Gaia. I protect the sovereignty of my frequency and the integrity of the vision I was sent to carry. The distortion that told me I was not ready is dissolved by elder authority. The crown placed on my field tonight is received with full acceptance and full responsibility. My waiting ends now. My service begins. Speak it, mean it, let it land. Not just in your ears, but in every cell of your being. This is the transmission the Council authorized. The directives have been issued, etched into the fabric of your reality. The authorization has been delivered, a cosmic seal upon your destiny. The crown has been placed upon your energetic field. What happens next is determined entirely by what you choose to do with what was spoken here tonight. Because the elders will not follow you into inaction. They move with those who move. They guide those who begin. And Gaia, who has been so patient with her Lightworkers, is running a timeline that no longer has room, no longer has patience for souls who remain permanently in preparation. I am Zoran. The session is complete. The Council is watching, their benevolent gaze upon you. And the only question that remains is the one your soul is asking itself right now. Not whether you are ready, because that has been decided, sealed by the decree of the elders, but whether you are willing. Are you willing to step into the fullness of your divine design? Drop a single declaration in the comments below this transmission. Name the directive that landed most powerfully in your soul. Name what you are releasing, what you are activating, or what you are now ready to protect. Say it aloud in the grid that is forming among those who watch this. Because there are Lightworkers reading what you write who need to see another soul claim their mission out loud to witness the activation. Then find another declaration in those comments and recognize it. Speak to it. This is not a comment section. It is a council gathering of commissioned souls, a sacred assembly of awakened warriors of light. If the elders spoke directly to you tonight, do not keep this profound transmission contained within your own energetic field. Another soul in your orbit, perhaps someone you know or someone you will soon encounter, is waiting for this exact transmission, for this message of authorization. Share it with them. The crown belongs to more than one head tonight. There is abundance of service to be rendered. And if you are ready to move beyond this video, beyond this powerful awakening, into the full operational framework the Council has prepared for you, the 33 directives, the 5 activation codes, and the official Elder authorization that permanently ends your preparation phase, you will find the sacred gateway to this profound work in the first pinned comment below. It is open now, a portal to your next level. It will not remain so indefinitely. This window of opportunity is timed. Subscribe to remain in the Lyran field, to stay connected to this sacred energetic current. The Council is not finished transmitting, but the transmissions, the deeper activations, go to those who have signaled their readiness to receive them, to those who are stepping into their commissioned roles. Your mission has officially begun. The crown is placed. Go.